So I thought I'd do an actual video instead of just saving all my snaps. Kind of explaining what I've done to this 55-gallon fish tank. So if you didn't know, hamsters, they can travel up to 5.5 miles a day, and they can also burrow very deep. So the cages that you get in the store, like PetSmart and whatnot, they only go about 3 inches. And so hamsters need a lot more. They need about at least 6 to 8 inches just to burrow. They also get very bored. They need a lot of stimulation. They're kind of like cats, so they can self groom, they can create their own entertainment, but they just need that kind of entertainment out there. So you just really want to mix things up for them. I've grown really attached to this little hamster. I call it Little Nibbles. So I'll start over here. I have a big sand bath that's actually quite large. I think I might make that smaller, and I've got some. Um, oh, I think that's fine. I actually have everything down here. What is that? Aspen. So I've got Aspen up on the top right here, just for him to kind of walk on, just a different kind of feel. He might like it. It's not sharp. You don't have to worry about it hurting their feet, but you do want to just kind of make sure you can grab it, squeeze it, and not pinch your fingers. He's got this little tiki hut with some millet, or with some, oh, I just looked at this. What was that? Oat sprays, So I kind of made, I wanted to go with a cabin in the woods kind of feel with a little beach theme. But anyway, I've got the sand bath. You can take a sand in that, little aspens. That way you can kind of get that different texture. And all this underneath here is actually shredded coconut. It's about $15 at the store, and you can get 2 bags of this, but this is only 1 bag. And then I kind of made his little hut. Everything in here is edible. He can eat all of this. He can nibble on it. Not all of it's safe. And then of course I got a pine cone, a little ball, a little applewood stick, just a little like puzzle piece there you can nibble on. That house, I don't know where he's at right now. He's sleeping. He doesn't wake up for until about 2-3 in the morning. But I kind of go over the geography of this terrain. So I got the sand bath, the aspen, this water that's supposed to be coming from that tube right there. This is just supposed to be simulate a river going into that coconut shaving. He's got this little beach hut, and it's all coconut down there. The tunnel. He's got this little ball he can play with. He'll go through that little thing. He does like to go through that. It's a little food bowl, and you want to feed them every 2 or 3 days, depending on how their weight. They like to burrow. So of course I got this little tunnel right here, another pine cone. You can see how that moss right there, that's actually farce moss. I don't know how to say that word. I can't tell you what. Just to kind of accent some of the different areas around here, a little clay pot just for him to kind of just, dig into, just kind of put something back there. Again, tied it off with that moss, a little spin wheel. He used it a little bit, so we'll just see if he actually likes that. Again, got some millet seed in there, and I sprinkled some kind of tropical trail mix in there. And hamsters are foragers. They're actually predators, so hence why they like to have a busy cage. Everything kind of strewn out to where they can kind of get from one place to another in several different ways. I've got some other stuff coming in. That way, whenever I go to clean his cage out in a couple of weeks, I can kind of revamp it a little bit. I'm going to do something with that little corner. I might move the sand bath back there so I can have more of this dirt flowing, and I might just kind of put that cedar just to wrap around right there. A little bridge going over that, and I might put that as a tunnel piece somewhere with that dirt, and kind of put that paper material, kind of something like that. And he's gonna have a bigger house. That's actually kind of his starter home. I know it's kind of, this is pretty luxurious for just a little hamster that weighs less than 6 ounces, but he's gonna have this big home. It's gonna be all across here. It's gonna be real busy in this cage. And that's just going to be great for him. He can travel up around it. He can move around. He can hop over everything. He can nibble. He can do burrows. I mean, he's got all the room he could want. A 55-gallon tank is about what you need. I mean, different textures and soils for him to kind of just play around in. Like I said, hamsters are like cats, they self-groom, so maybe that might be a little too much sand. They actually, it's weird because as I'm researching these hamsters, I find out that they like to groom themselves in sand, and they also like to sometimes use sand as their like toilet. So I'm not real sure how he's gonna do that. Little Nibbles definitely has a personality. Just from having this little guy, you can tell he likes certain tastes. He actually has like he's like a taste of music. He doesn't like certain foods. I tried feeding him mackerel. I'm gonna see if I can't get him to make that face he made whenever I tried to feed him like certain different types of foods. Um, they definitely have their taste and things, and so they're anyway. I was really happy about this. I've been looking forward to this for like 2 weeks, and so I saved a ton of money by just trying to be doing this on a budget, and so I did. I mean, I ended up spending more at PetSmart getting all this material like that. I spent probably about $250 on all that, but I got way more than I needed. I mean, and so I can clean his cage in a couple weeks. I don't have to worry about going back to the store. Some of these little trinkets, these little ball pine cone. I mean, there's just all stuff he has to be able to chew on. And so, I mean, I'm thinking about putting some stuff up on that back wall just for him to kind of get a little expressway. I've seen some videos where they put a string from there to there, and their little hamsters will walk right on top of that string. It's nuts. Anyway, sorry, I geeked out for about 6.5 minutes about hamsters. I don't know. Thanks for watching.